Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is August 19, 2025, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Microsoft finally fills in that gap. Now, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, it had corporate earnings, and it gapped up over 70 points. Now, it's sold off and it's filled in the gap. The question is whether or not we're going to get that bounce. But first, looking at today's major economic events. So out of Canada, 2:30 South African time, we have a core price index CPI number coming out. Now, looking at the markets, it's summer trading, which means lighter volume, lighter price action, and less opportunity. So almost across the board, whether it's the Forex symbols, the indices, or commodities, we really were unchanged yesterday. Now, looking at the stocks, CISCO did get a bounce after that major sell-off. So we're going to look at that. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin breaking support just mildly. Let's see what we can expect from today's trading. Okay, we're going to just take a look at the Japanese yen. Yes, it's in a very tight range, but it's coming up to that 147.87-ish level, and that's resistance-ish level on a minor level, okay, on a very minor level, but it is resistance. So keep that in mind as an opportunity. Now, jumping into commodities, not much doing here. Oil kind of petering out here at $63 a barrel. Natural gas also got a little bit of a bounce for a Monday, but then stalled, okay, didn't do much, and neither did gold, okay, just really in a tight range here, about $3. Now, let's take a look at the U.S. markets. Also, very tight range. I mean, they're just 30 points, 20 points, just trading sideways. But I do want to highlight Microsoft, okay? So this was that big move we had about a couple of weeks ago, okay? We actually gravitated up from 512-ish level up to 554. That's almost like a $40 move on just that move alone. Now, we finally filled in the gap, but the question is whether or not we're going to bounce off of this area. In a daily chart, we're trading on that 30-day moving average as well. So with that all said, this is really the point where I'd like to see it kind of confirm itself on the upside. Now, looking at the other stocks, we saw also CISCO yesterday did bounce after that sell-off and broke that supportish level, but it's above it right now. So all intents and purposes, this could be just a little hair and not really a solidified sell-off here. Okay, as you can see that a little bit clearer, that's on a weekly chart. It shows that it's supportish level. So keep that in mind to see if it does continue rallying higher. Now, looking at the other stocks, Bank of America did get a nice move upwards. So that gained nicely. Okay, that's hovering near its highs. JP Morgan just trading sideways. Okay, so market's really very quiet this time of the year as it is summertime in the Northern Hemisphere. And even if we look at AMD, okay, petering out here after that gap up as well. And lastly, let's take a look at Bitcoin, all right? So Bitcoin broke this 116-ish level, which is important. Now, the next real supportish level is 112, but we may get a bounce here. Why do I say that? Well, because also Bitcoin is that type of asset that likes to kind of fake us out initially and then take the counter move. So keep that in mind if we do get that. All right, you want to look for price momentum. You want to see some sort of momentum in this before jumping into it in either direction, okay? Even if it goes down to 112 or it may even bounce at this level, okay? It's really hard to trade this when it's in the middle of the range and not at the extremities. I'd have a lot more conviction either selling it short or buying it where it's closer to its extremities than somewhere in the middle, okay? So keep that in mind as well. It's a less probability trade. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.
My advice, this is the best time to trade.